Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good day to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Ladies and gentlemen, you're highly welcome to this channel, Salon's Blog, your channel. And hey guys, if you are watching this video for the first time, or second time, third time, fourth time, and you have not yet subscribed, please and please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, click on that subscription button and on your notification bell. Help us to grow and we will appreciate it. And once you subscribe, send us a message and let us know. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. This is Salon's Blog, your one and only authentic Chelsea channel on this planet Earth. Yes, where we digest issues regarding Chelsea. Now guys, quickly, I have this long, I think from yesterday, but a lot of issues to discuss, so I couldn't talk about it. Just take a look at this picture on your screen right now. That's our captain, Reece James. Reece James has actually dropped out of the England squad after sustaining an injury against Liverpool. And there it is, the picture on your screen. I've heard many people who said, oh, it's just a normal scratch. Guys, this is not just a normal scratch. This actually cut deeper than normal scratch. Yes. According to the FA, he has been excellent. He has been in an excellent form. So hopefully, it's nothing major on him. But this current call-up, he's actually asked to take a rest and treat this injury. So the FA has taken his name off the list of the players that are gone for the international break. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our captain and the injury right there on your screen. I'm not too sure which kind of tackle that gave him this cut. And is this the arm or the leg? I think it should be the leg. It should be on the chin. So what about the chin pad? These days, unlike before when they made the chin pad to cover the whole chin, but this time around they do the chin pad like a half of a palm. Chin pad these days is very small. It doesn't cover the entire chin. But just imagine, which kind of tackle is this? The boots. Oh my goodness, the footballers. But if it's on the chin also, does Reece James have tattoo on his leg?
But then how can somebody use their leg and kick his arm?
It depends. He's a defender. Because does Reece James have tattoos?
And so has tattoo on his leg, so it's possible that he also.
But this is Reece James.
It's possible he also has the same.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. For you Chelsea fans out there, this is the injury your captain sustained. Many Chelsea fans, many England fans who are angry that he dropped out of the England squad, or he was dropped out of the England squad, that are not happy. They say, oh, it's just a scratch. He can play with it. Hey, Chelsea fans, we want our players to come back well refreshed and well healed and, in good form. So for me, as a Chelsea fan, I'm happy that he dropped out of the England squad. After all, it's just some friendlies. England only have friendlies to play this international break. It's not a competitive game. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Reece James has withdrawn from the England squad after picking up an injury against Liverpool. And he has been replaced by Nico O'Reilly. Yes, he's been replaced immediately by Nico O'Reilly. Ladies and gentlemen, now I'll soon be going to the World Cup qualifiers on the African continent, and we will be starting our analysis from Group A right down to the last group, which is group which group is the last group there? I think that should be Group F. That comprises Ghana. Yes. Well, we'll be going through all the groups right now in a few minutes. But just hold on a little bit. Let me finish with Chelsea first. Yes, let me finish with Chelsea first. That's my first love. I love my country though. I love Ghana. But wait, right now I don't belong to only Ghana on this channel. I belong to all African nations on this channel. So, and I belong to Chelsea. So let me finish with Chelsea first. Then we go to the the World Cup qualifiers on the African continent. Now, let's get to this. Few hours back, I saw something that personally, I want to be very straightforward on. On social media, there is a group of people, that are trying to push Gittins on loan. In terms of pundits, journalists, and some fans, Gittins that we signed just 2 months ago from Bundesliga. Listen, guys, anyone that trying to harbor the idea of Chelsea loaning Gittins out should take it off his mind. You don't expect a player that just came from Bundesliga to hit the ground running within 2 months. We played 7 games in the season. As a matter of fact, on the 7th game, he came in as a second half substitute, and we saw what he did. 2 weeks ago, I spoke about Gittins on this channel. That when I watch his videos back in Bundesliga, 1v1, and the kind of things he does, I'm not seeing it yet in the Premier League. But in our game against Liverpool, he came on as a substitute. And come on, I began to have hope. So why this talk of Gittins should be sent on loan in January? Listen, guys, Gittins is just 21 years old. He's new to the Premier League. And Chelsea want him, that is why we signed him. Garnacho is already used to the Premier League. But both can compete and compete well. We saw Garnacho was taking over Guinness World, Guinness. I beg your pardon, forgive me. Gittins. Gittins was brought on. These are the qualities we want in our team. One player taking off, the substitute is equally good as the main player. Right now, we cannot tell. Garnacho, Gittins. I love what I saw in Gittins. The shot, do you see the shot? He nearly scored, if not for the goalkeeper of Liverpool. So whoever that is trying to have all the idea of Gittins on loan, please, there shouldn't be anything like that. It shouldn't even come to our mind. Now, quickly, I would like to be going to the World Cup qualifiers on the African continent. But hey, I still need to satisfy my subscribers from outside Africa. So guys, you see, the joy of watching good football, nothing can replace it. The joy of watching your team win, nothing can replace it. There's nothing here on planet Earth. Many guys can say, our wives can replace the joy of watching football. Well, you have a wife, yes. Wives, sometimes they can try to convince you to leave your football and attend to them. It's good you have a wife, you can enjoy your wife. But hey guys, football is football. Boys of all ages, girls of all ages, when they are in love with their football club, they can enjoy it. Nothing takes away the joy of football from men. And so therefore, if your team is winning, enjoy it to the fullest. Football makes you forget about your sorrows. Or when you are in depression, you will snap out of it when your team is winning. So nobody should convince me that Maresca running down the touchline is a crime.
Not even it.
Because football is all. Football can make you to forget your sorrow, can make you to forget your wife, your girlfriend, even how much you have in your bank account. It's only after the football that you think about drinking, either to drink your sorrow out or to drink to sustain your joy, to continue your merrymaking. Guys, I hope I know most of you guys that you agree with me. Ladies and gentlemen, now, before I go to the club work, I want to talk about Manchester United and Nottingham Forest briefly. Manchester United and Nottingham. We are on international break, so we're talking diverse issues. Yeah, Chelsea and other clubs, and we'll have fun on this channel. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's hear from you in the comment section, guys. Manchester United, as you can see right there on your screen, Manchester United have won 6 matches in a Premier League in the last 8 months. United have won 6 games only in the Premier League in the last 8 months, meaning under Amorim, they've won only 6 games. Last 8 months. And all of those wins came against teams that played 10 men against Manchester United. 10 men, or against teams who have been promoted newly into the Premier League or at the verge of relegation. Ladies and gentlemen, against Sunderland, 2-0, promoted team. Against Chelsea, 10 men. Against Burnley, promoted. Aston Villa, 10 men. Leicester City, relegated. Ipswich, relegated. That is Amorim's record.
Bring the microphone down a little bit.
That is Amorim's record. Is that good enough from Amorim to keep his job? Tell me. Well, now let's go to Nottingham Forest and I'll go to the African Cup of Nations, World Cup qualifiers on the African continent. Ange Postecoglou is yet to win a game as Nottingham Forest manager. 0 wins out of 7. 0 since Nottingham Forest they sacked their head coach. What's his name even? Oh, come on. The coach that took them to the top 4, top 5 last season. At the end of the day, it was Chelsea that denied them of European football. Not even denying them, but it's like Chelsea's performance in the last 3-4 games of the season. I remember the last game Chelsea played. Chelsea could have been in the top 5, but we ended up in top 4 because we beat Nottingham Forest. Assuming Chelsea lost against Nottingham Forest, we would have been in the top 4. Now they brought in Ange Postecoglou that Tottenham sacked after winning them the European trophy, Europa League. Postecoglou now 0 win in 7 games. Nottingham Forest owner, who had an argument with the coach on a football field, I believe by now he'll be gnashing his teeth. Quickly, let's get to. Hey, before we go to the African Cup of Nations, I want look at this picture here. Jose Mourinho holding Enzo Maresca. What does this picture tells you? You know, I love to see it. I am enjoying this picture right here. I am enjoying it because see Mourinho holding this Enzo Maresca is like telling him, guy, win it for us. Win it for us. I am blue like you. Win it for us. Maresca, do it. I love this club. I love Chelsea. Do it for us. That is what I'm seeing on Jose Mourinho there. Holding him like a small, like his son. Come, let me tell you, do it. Make me proud. Jose Mourinho telling Enzo Maresca, make me proud. Make me proud. Quickly, let's go to the African Cup of Nations. I will not take 2 minutes. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. On your screen right now, as you can see, Group A, Group B, Group C on your screen right there. Now, Group A, Egypt is leading the group. Egypt with 20 points. Burkina Faso with 15 points. Now, 2 games more to play. If Egypt win all the games that are remaining, Egypt will have 26 points, meaning automatically qualifying. Even if they win 1 and drew 1, they've qualified to the World Cup. If they win 1, that will bring them to 23 points. Burkina Faso, that have 15 points, must win 2 games. 15, 16, 17, 18. Then their second game, 19, 20, 21. Before they will get to the same level, and even Egypt will still win the group. So, as it stands right now, Egypt, even if they win just 1 game and they drew 1, they are through. If they win 1 game and lost 1, Egypt is through from Group A. Group B, Senegal are leading with 18 points. DR Congo are 16 points. If Senegal win their next game, they'll have 19, 20, 21. And remember, it's 2 games. Now, 22, 23, 24. They'll be through to the World Cup. If they win 1 game, they'll have 19, 20, 21. Will 21 be enough to take them through? No. They must at least have a draw from their second game. That will give them 22. Why? DR Congo are 16 points. They must win 17, 18, 19 first game, 20, 21. And must get 22 before they can qualify. Because Senegal, having 18 points, they are already on 22 points. They'll be 22 points with +1. Then goal difference will come in there. Now quickly, let's go to the next group. Group C. Benin Republic are 14 points, topping the group with goal difference with South Africa. Now, Benin Republic group with South Africa have Nigeria. our brothers. Nigeria on the West Coast, they are 3rd. Benin Republic have 14 points, South Africa 14 points, Nigeria 11 points. If Benin Republic win the next 2 games, they'll have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 points. If South Africa win the next 2 games, they'll have 15, 16, 17 points, 18, 19, 20 points. Now, goal difference will come in here. And so it's likely Benin Republic, that is already topping with goal difference, might go through. Unless South Africa win with more goals. Now, where stands Nigeria here? Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is 11 points. They must win the first game with massive goals. Second game with massive goals. And then they can only get to the second position, which they'll have to go into the playoff. Now, with the playoff, I will come back to that in my next episode. Because even in the playoff, Nigeria is in a disadvantage. Because there are other teams that already have more goals advantage. Like, for instance, second place team DR Congo, they are already 16 points. Second place, Burkina Faso, they are already 15 points. You know, so it's going to be very difficult. Nigeria, are we still in the World Cup? Now, let me go to the last three groups. Cape Verde are in the next group, Group D. They have 19 points. Cameroon have 15 points. Cape Verde winning the next game, 3 points, means that 20, 21, 22. If they win the next second game, 23, 24, 25, they are through. Even if they win just one game, Cape Verde are through. Cameroon have 15 points. If they win the next game, to be 16, 17, 18. And therefore, they must win the second game and Cape Verde losing the second game. Let's go to Group Group E. Morocco, that have already qualified with 21 points. Tanzania is second with only 10 points. So Tanzania is already automatically eliminated. Morocco is already through from that group. Now let's get, as a matter of fact, Tunisia is supposed to also be through. Where's Tunisia? Let me see if I can get Tunisia for you. What's Tunisia group? Okay, I'm yet to get there. All right. So Morocco is already through. Now the next group is Group F. Côte d'Ivoire, 20 points. If they win the next game, 21, 22, 23, they are almost there. But because of the second place team, Gabon, that are 19 points, Côte d'Ivoire must win the next game. Because Côte d'Ivoire with 20 points, if they win the next game, they'll be 23 points. Gabon have 19 points. If they win the next game, they'll have 20, 21, 22. So they overtake Côte d'Ivoire. So Côte d'Ivoire must win the next game in order to go through. Now, let me go to the next group. The next group is Group G. Group G that contains Algeria, Uganda, Mozambique, Guinea, Botswana. Algeria is leading with 19 points, followed by Uganda, 15 points. Algeria must win the next game, then they are through. Uganda will not have any chance. Group H, Tunisia, Namibia, Liberia, Malawi, Equatorial Guinea, Sao Tome. Ladies and gentlemen, as it stands right now, Tunisia is already through to the World Cup 2026. So there's no issue. Namibia must play for the playoff. Ladies and gentlemen, the last group is Group I, where almighty Ghana is. Ghana topping the group with 19 points, followed by Madagascar, 16 points. Third place is Comoros, and Ghana is playing Comoros and Central African Republic. Comoros is 15 points, Central African Republic is 5 points. Now, Ghana must win the next group. That will take them to 20, 21, 23. And drew with the last team, at least a draw, or hoping that Madagascar loses in one of the games, then Ghana will be through. Ghana must win the next game and drew one. Otherwise, if Ghana must win one game and drew, or Madagascar losing one of their games. If Madagascar win both games, Madagascar will go through and Ghana will struggle. That is why Ghana must win one game and draw one, or drew one. And then, the truth of the matter is that Ghana is through to the World Cup 2026. USA, Mexico, Canada 2026. These are the teams that are likely to go through. In the next 7 days, we will know the players that are going to, the teams that are going to the World Cup in the next 7 days on the African continent. Ladies and gentlemen, I've taken more than 20 minutes, I believe. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.